Welcome to Car Show 1, where passion meets performance, and history rides alongside horsepower. Here, we explore the most iconic machines ever built, cars that didn't just drive on roads but carved their names into the hearts of enthusiasts worldwide. From timeless muscle to cutting-edge performance legends, this is the place where real car stories are told. So buckle up, subscribe, and get ready to take a high-octane journey into a car that's more than a machine, it's a global phenomenon. Today, we're diving into one of the most legendary names in the world of performance vehicles, the 1999 Nissan Skyline GT R R34. A car so deeply rooted in automotive culture that it became more than just a vehicle, it became an icon. Ask any car enthusiast to name the ultimate JDM dream car, and chances are the R34 Skyline GT R will come up. Why? Because this car wasn't just about performance numbers or flashy design. It was about precision, engineering, soul, and the purest connection between driver and machine. To understand the R34's greatness, you have to look at where it came from. The Skyline name goes back to the 1950s, but the GTR moniker was born in 1969 with the legendary PGC-10 and later the KPGC-10 inches Hakosuka. Through the decades, Nissan refined the GTR concept, and by the time the R32 arrived in 1989, it earned the nickname, Godzilla, for its dominance in motorsports and on the streets. The R33 followed, evolving the concept further with improved handling and refinement. But in 1999, Nissan dropped what many believe to be the most perfectly balanced GTR ever, the R34. It was shorter, stiffer, and smarter than its predecessor. It combined brutal performance with sharp looks and high-tech wizardry far ahead of its time. At first glance, the R34 is a visual masterpiece. Its boxy, aggressive design gave it a wide, planted stance that looked ready to devour any road or racetrack. The quad round taillights were instantly recognizable and have since become a signature of GTR heritage. The hood scoop, front splitter, flared fenders, and large rear wing all worked in harmony, not just for style, but for serious aerodynamic function. This was a car built to perform, and it looked the part from every angle. But the real magic lived under the hood. The R34 GT R was powered by the legendary RB260 ETT engine, a 2.6-liter inline-six twin-turbocharged masterpiece. Rated at 280 horsepower officially due to Japan's gentleman's agreement, the RB26 was widely known to produce closer to 330 horsepower stock and could be tuned to 600, 700, even 1000 horsepower with the right modifications. This engine was bulletproof, over-engineered, and incredibly responsive to tuning, a tuner's dream. Paired with this powerhouse was a 6-speed Getrag manual transmission, which replaced the older 5-speed from the R33. This gearbox was tighter, quicker, and more durable, perfect for spirited driving and high-performance builds. Power was delivered to all four wheels through the ATTESA E TS Pro all-wheel drive system, a highly advanced torque vectoring setup that could dynamically shift power front to rear based on grip, speed, and driver input. This gave the R34 incredible cornering ability and traction under all conditions. But Nissan didn't stop there. One of the R34's most famous features was the multi-function display (MFD) located in the center of the dash. This screen, designed in collaboration with Nismo and engineer Kazutoshi Mizuno, provided real-time telemetry, including turbo boost, throttle position, oil and coolant temps, lap timing, and G-forces. In 1999, this was unheard of in a production car. It made you feel like you were driving a race car every time you hit the throttle. Inside, the R34 had a simple but focused cabin. Everything was driver-oriented, tight Recaro-style bucket seats, a thick 3-spoke steering wheel, crisp analog gauges, and that iconic MFD sitting proudly in the dash. The materials were pure function: suede, leather, and aluminum accents. It wasn't about luxury, it was about connection. The R34 came in several trims, with the GT R V Spec being the most sought after. V Spec stood for Victory Specification, and it brought with it upgrades like an active rear limited slip differential, lower ride height, firmer suspension, and improved aero elements. There was also a V Spec 2, N1, and the ultra-rare Z Tune models, each with incremental performance boosts and exclusivity. The GTR N1 was a stripped-down, race-prepped version with no air conditioning, no audio system, and lightweight components, built for endurance racing. And then there's the Z Tune, a Nismo-built unicorn with a stroke 2.8L engine producing over 500 horsepower, carbon body panels, Brembo brakes, and an astronomical price tag. Only 19 Z Tunes were ever made, making it one of the rarest and most valuable JDM cars in existence. The R34 wasn't just built to dominate Japanese roads. It gained international fame through motorsports, tuning culture, and of course, pop culture. From the moment Paul Walker's Brian O'Connor drove that silver-blue R34 in Fast and Furious, the car went from cult legend to global superstar. It became the face of speed, freedom, and everything cool about the import scene. And even though it was never officially sold in the US when it launched, that didn't stop fans from importing it under show and display exemptions, or waiting until it became legal under the 25-year rule. As of 2024, early 1999 R34s are now legal in the United States, and demand has exploded. Clean, unmodified examples are fetching well into six-figure territory. The R34 is no longer just a tuner car, it's an investment-grade classic. But what makes the R34 truly legendary isn't just its numbers, or its fame, or its rarity. It's the way it feels. It's the purity of the drive. The way the RB26 sings at redline, the tightness of the gearbox, the grip of the chassis, and the way the car seems to read your mind on every turn. It's analog emotion paired with digital intelligence, something modern performance cars, despite their tech, often struggle to replicate. Today, the R34 GT R stands tall as one of the most iconic vehicles in automotive history. It's not just a JDM hero, it's a global icon. A symbol of what happens when passion, engineering, and purpose come together in one perfect package. Whether you're a collector, a tuner, or just a dreamer with a poster of Godzilla on your wall, the 1999 Nissan Skyline GT R R34 represents the peak of Japanese performance in the analog era. It wasn't built to impress luxury buyers or win over boardrooms. It was built for drivers. And that's why it will always hold a special place in the heart of car lovers around the world. Thanks for joining us today on Car Show 1. If the R34 GT R stirred your love for JDM icons, be sure to like, drop your favorite Skyline memory in the comments, and subscribe for more in-depth stories on the cars that shaped the world. Until next time, keep the revs high, the tires warm, and always respect the legend.